Welcome back to the Bears Den. How's everyone doing tonight, guys? That's right, it is Talk Show Tuesday time. We're back. Alex and I are back here with another episode, with the 32nd episode of Smarter Than AI, video game talk show where we talk about all sorts of fun, random crap, so you guys are up to date on the news as far as what's going on in the video game industry. Sometimes a lot of the stuff we talk about is very boring, so I'm sorry. Mainly around NFTs, which we've kind of sworn off doing altogether. So there's that. Yay! Just some general updates. Tomorrow, no stream because I am actually going to go to dinner with some friends. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. Savage, welcome. How are you doing? Hope things are going well for you today. As far as other news going on, also no stream Sunday. Super Bowl party and all that. Gonna be going to party. Have no clue as to who's playing, nor do I really care. But it's kind of like, hey, excuse to kind of get out of the house. So my husband and I are going to a party, which is nice. Other than that, I should be streaming both Friday and Saturday, usual schedule, or at least usual times. Not too certain how much longer Astroneer is going to be the Sandbox Sunday game, because I remembered today that, oh yeah, I was going to play Green Hell. I also completely and totally forgot I don't have it installed, so I had to go do that. But I will get back to playing Green Hell because I did still want to dub over cool when he's muted. Hey, yeah. He's just talking about all sorts of stuff for his channel, news for his channel, like that. But yeah, this week I can guarantee you guys no NFT talk, other than to say no NFT talk. So there's that. With that though, let's dive into it. He's ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am good. Thank you very much for asking.
Good.
Yup. I was having a conversation about how warm do you like, because you know how like we're all like, I know this is a very weird way to start, but evolution wise, we were all monkeys, right? Okay. So like we had hair on us like through that evolutionary step, and then like slowly it's been, coming off, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't need it because jackets and shit.
Right.
How warm could armpit hair really keep you? Like, why do they even you have your arms down most of the time? Like, I don't know. It just seems weird.
Yeah, no, I understand your question there, but also at the same point in time, keep in mind the purpose of hair in general is to trap air.
Yeah.
Because it creates that insulating layer then.
Yeah.
So maybe it's general function in general, really, not just then, but also now, is to trap hair to keep the underside of our arm warm, because there are major arteries that go through that section of the arm.
That is true. I buzz that shit off. Fuck that noise. Get that shit off me. If I didn't have this gorilla chest, I'd probably be as like naked as I possibly could be. But like I got like a wolf head thing going here, so nothing I can do about that. Yeah, a little slice of Alex Quino's life for you.
Gotta love these video game industry current events we talk about here. Armpit hair.
Hey, look, I want to talk about other things too. I'm not just a one-sided character. I've got depth. So, how was your week?
Not bad. Lot of just relaxing, enjoying the beginning of my husband being just stress-free, pretty much.
That's great.
Along with refinancing my house. Fun o' joy.
Yeah. How's that going?
Actually done as of Friday, because we're going to have they're sending a crap, I can't think of the legal term. Basically, a witness to be like, "Yep, you signed that. We're gonna stamp
Oh,
it."
yeah.
Notary.
Yep. Notary. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yep.
they have contacted a local notary and are like, "Hey, you need to go to this location at this time so they can sign like paperwork for their refinancing of a house." And it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the girl at the in the shipping department at EA was a licensed notary.
Yeah,
I never needed it, but it was nice to have, I guess,
yeah, yeah,
because I know that a couple of my buddies were like, "Yeah, I've used it." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
yeah.
All right. Uh, why don't you start us off?
Sure, sure. As much as I hate to start with this one, it is a holdover from last week, which
Okay.
was a bummer drummer.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Sega,
Oh yeah.
for a really long time in Japan, they have been huge when it comes to coin-op arcade industry. Well,
Not so much anymore.
yeah, not so much anymore.
That is crazy.
Effective. I mean, you can read what they've said on the walls, kind of. They
It's
haven't
savage.
they haven't officially said, "Hey, we're leaving coin op 100%."
Yeah.
If you want to boil things down to numbers, they're leaving it 85%, as that's the percentage of shares that Sega has sold off regarding coin op arcades. They've sold that
Yeah, that's
85% of that off.
yeah, that's a big percentage.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad. I actually read an article the other day too that pachinko, money in pachinko has been going rapidly down.
Mhm.
That they've lost 60% of income from pachinko machines. So it looks like maybe even Japan is kind of starting to have the same thing that America had in the like late 90s, where people are just not going as much because why?
Yeah.
Internet's better, fucking like, there is entertainment at home too,
Mhm.
you know? And that's just kind of the way things have been going, frankly.
Yeah.
Um Sad to see though.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Especially considering they had Akibaru, that 9-story arcade for
Yep.
God, I can't even remember how long it was, like 30 years or something like that, 25
Yep.
years. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
And once these bigger guys get out of it, like who's gonna do it? Like
mhm.
little mom and pop? Like, no, they're not gonna
Yeah.
they're not gonna have the money to rent a like, that you gotta have Bandai Namco or Sega pockets to be able to kind of eat that loss.
Yep.
Um and it's it damages like the DDR scene and the fighting game scene, when there's
Yep.
no, like, I don't know. That sucks because, like, this is an old man thing.
Mhm.
Um, but I've worked at Aladdin's Castle. I worked at one for a
Yep.
couple of years.
Yep.
I worked at my first job was at Chuck E. Cheese, so I've worked in the field. Thinking about it, I've worked in this field for a very long time in a bunch of different jobs.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. There's something definitely unique about sitting next to the person you're playing against.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
definitely an old man thing, but it blows.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of good memories as far as going to the arcade with friends and hanging out and like that. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hell, one of my birthdays when I was like a kid, we did one of those lock-in bastards.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, yeah. Shit. That sucks, man.
Yep.
Just not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids and their damn TikToks. Like that even matters. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just pick something obscure.
Yeah, why not?
Um,
It's always good,
yeah.
right?
Do you want to go again? Just because that was kind of late.
Sure, I
I
can.
can. I
Um,
can.
you know what? Just because this one literally comes out of left field, and yes, it is
Okay.
gaming related. Razer, the company that makes all those fun, lovely
Purple.
gaming mice, keyboards, headphones, other gaming peripherals and all that shit, they've come out with yet another new product that I can guarantee you will not enhance your gaming at all, like your gameplay at all in video games.
NFTs for gamer tags.
I almost
Okay, sorry.
that was a bad joke.
Sorry.
No, they've come out with a line of shoes.
Really?
Yes, I
I
kid
don't know
you
if they were
not.
cool looking. Like, was there actually pictures?
Where the fuck did the article just go? I
Is that
literally just had the article here. What the fuck? That's okay. I've got the
well,
link of it here. Haha, I still
all
have
right.
it. But yeah, the shoes, they're nothing exciting, to be honest.
They don't even have like LEDs or anything. Come on,
No.
get with it.
I mean, there's literally nothing exciting about them. And some of the things I don't understand on it, like the features of them, like it has 100%
Wireless.
100% vegan insoles.
Yeah,
It's like, huh?
Well, that's a big deal for vegans. That is a big deal. The insoles though, that's weird.
Yeah, what you put your foot
Like,
on, it's 100%
okay.
vegan. It's like,
I think Dr. Scholl's is probably 100% vegan. Like, I would imagine.
Yeah, considering like that's memory foam shit.
Right.
Or these, okay. Made from cork. So okay, if it's 100% vegan, the tree died of old age. They're not harvesting. Because to be vegan,
and
you're not harvesting anything. It dies of old age, natural causes, then you consume it. That's 100% true vegan right there. So,
and cork is actually really going rare. Like the wine industry is actually moving away from cork.
Yep.
Hey, Jakey, thank you for the sub. That's weird because like if the wine industry is moving away from using cork and you're so like, hey, let's push a vegan agenda, so using cork just isn't a good move.
Yeah. I would think. But then, like, other parts of it, like
Bluetooth, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like memory foam. Oh, okay, well, memory foam's chemicals, so that's obviously why you're calling that part of this as vegan. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
And Mamona oil, and it's like I have no clue as to what Mamona oil is, but yeah,
I
don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And the laces are interchangeable too.
All laces are interchangeable. You can just fucking change the laces.
That's what they fucking pointed out, though, as far as the like special features of these shoes. It's like, what the fuck?
Razer. I don't think Razer has too much like knowledge of the footwear industry. Clearly, like all laces. Like who has laces stapled into their shoes? That's fucking stupid.
I have no clue, man.
Jake, thanks again for the sub. Appreciate you. 3 months too. Fucking awesome.
Fizzy Flask Blue, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well.
Hey Blue. Yeah, that's very bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
That's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like, so I guess they're just trying to be like the new, like, you know how like dads wear New Balances?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're trying to like fill that market for like gamer dads.
Yeah,
like,
who knows?
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
So I'd like to talk about something real quick. Nintendo Direct was today.
Okay.
And I was kind of looking forward to it. Fucking no news came out of it. Oof. Like I was like, I got home, I had to do some running around. Anyways, long and short of it is I couldn't watch, but I was expecting, somebody to report on it. Polygon or Rock Paper, or probably not Rock Paper, but Kotaku something.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it's tomorrow. Okay. Thank God. All right. Cool. Annoying because our show, of course, is going to be one day late, so now we're gonna have to report on this next week. But hey, whatever. Okay, cool. I'm glad that it wasn't like a fart in the wind. You know what I'm saying?
That would have really sucked.
Yeah, because I suspect that soon they gotta be probably showing some stuff from New Zelda, Pokemon at some point now that the new one's out. I'm assuming they'll probably mention something about DLC or something. So I don't know.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah, heard it was tomorrow too.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
cool. All right, good. I'm glad it wasn't fucking nothing.
Yeah. That would
Uh,
absolutely suck, especially coming from Nintendo.
yeah. I think it's also based around upcoming games. So Kirby, yep, Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kirby of the Wild. That would be. Is that the new title? That's cute. Um, maybe they're moving away from the crafting aesthetic, which would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, super fast one. A dude shocking no one in Florida, robbed a bank in a Sonic mask. Yep. Yep. Thanks, Florida. Thanks for bringing the heat. He didn't even get any money. He got in. He basically he got to go fast, and then he was like zoom zoom zoom, and he just ran. They didn't even catch the guy. Um,
Well, see,
it's
what
not
it was is he originally started getting away with money, but he accidentally like bumped into an animal or something. So then
dropped it all.
dropped all, and then he just ran because he was scared.
and they're like spinning.
Yeah. He had to go fast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He had to go fast.
Yeah. Florida, the same state where the dude tried to separate off a gas station and rob it with a katana. Yeah. Florida's fun for news.
Yeah.
That is for
and
sure.
that's probably just all recent stuff. Not to mention like going back to zombies eating other people's faces. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So much fun there. Go Florida.
Yup, I do like it. You know what the good thing is though? Doesn't matter how weird or white trash you are, you will never be the worst person in Florida. So there's a very nice like comfort zone for me. No matter how fucked up I am, I'm always like, well, I'm not the worst person. I'm in Florida. I'm good. Like, you know?
Very true. Very true. I kind of dread to think, okay, yay, there's worse, like far worse than like the worst that I could do here in North Carolina as well. And it's just like, wow, let's just not think about that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
After you.
Alrighty. Wow. I'm looking over my list of here of stuff, and a lot of it is just, hey, this was announced, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just dive into some of this.
Sure.
Spelunky 2. Apparently people who really like Spelunky and Spelunky 2 decided, hey, I want to hurt myself some more, so I'm going to make a Getting Over It mod for Spelunky 2.
With Bennett Foddy or whatever?
Yes.
What?
Your main character, the mod apparently puts your main character in
my god.
Yep.
Oh, that is a fucking nightmare idea. Oh my god. So you still have the whip, I'm assuming, and all like the weaponry, but the movement is exactly like you're in that. What we're talking about, if you don't know, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is a game that came out a couple of years ago where you're a dude in a cauldron and all you can do is like move your mouse like this, like in arcs, and he has a big like sledgehammer. Yeah, and it's like a physics game and you just got to get up this mountain, and it was a real fucking pain in the ass and not good. Wow, that is. And then so you take that movement and put it in Spelunky. Woof.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
That's some masochistic shit right there. And Spelunky is fucking randomly generated too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is for Spelunky 2.
Well, it's still randomly generated.
Yeah.
So, God, what a fucking terrible idea. But I'm sure that makes some fucking lunatic happy.
Someone somewhere wanted it apparently, and
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's
Okay. Enjoy that far, far away from me.
yeah.
Like, I want nothing to do with that.
You can go enjoy your pain somewhere else, please.
Mm-hmm. You know, they really do have like whole like places where you can go and like pay people to beat the shit out of you. You don't have to do it to yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
true.
but
Very true.
again, whatever.
Hmm.
You want to go again because you're kind of in that, or no? You want me to go?
I can go again if you want. By the way, guys, this is probably going to be a shortish, well, shorter, I should say,
Shorter.
episode than normal, just because it was kind of a light week.
Yeah. And with Nintendo Direct being tomorrow, because I was kind of excited about it because I was like, oh, we'll talk about Nintendo stuff. Damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, here I got kind of a quick one.
All right.
So, you know that game Sifu?
Oh yeah, the one that just came out. Yeah.
Yep. Sifu is spectacle fighter kind of a thing, kind of like
Hmm.
you're playing like a Jackie Chan movie
Yeah.
because it's very environmental based. It looks dope. Like if you're into like DMC, Devil May Cry stuff, or
Hmm.
anything that's like in that spectacle fighter. I refuse to call it character action genre. I hate that name. That is the worst fucking name. Um,
That is a stupid name.
that's what the industry calls it. It literally says it in the fucking byline of it. And one of the guys that I listen to every week, Yahtzee, he does zero punctuation.
Yep.
He he was doing DMC, this was years ago. He called it spectacle fighter, which is exactly
Yeah.
way more because it's like a big flashy show of your combos and shit. Way better name for that genre. So I'll be calling that spectacle fighter. So, anyways, yeah, it's like a pretty dope. It's got a really kind of original art style. It kind of looks like a DreamWorks title, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I've seen bits of it. Yeah, I can agree with that.
oh, you watched about an hour on stream. It looks fun to me. But I like those spectacle fighter kind of games.
Yeah.
So anyways, um, uh, so everyone who pre-ordered it on PlayStation, they got to play it 48 hours early, and that's kind of a cool pre-order bonus, I guess. Like, finally,
Yeah. Kinda.
I mean, it's a single player game, so it's not
True.
like
True. Yeah.
you're not getting experience ahead of other people or anything.
Right.
But a bunch of people went to go download it. It was all fucked. Couldn't even launch. Couldn't download it. Completely fucked.
Ooh. Not good.
Um,
Not good.
so they had to contact Sony, and somewhere along the back end, something must have gotten fucked up.
Yeah.
Because Sony was the one who was like, "Oh, guess we'll have to do something about that." It's like, "Yes, Sony, that would be nice." um, More so than Evil Dead's, which is 2 extra scenes.
Zane,
Yeah.
thank you for the raid. Felicity, welcome. We're just doing the
So
Smart AI
this was the
talk
nice
show.
thing too. So the company
Video game talk
gets
show.
back to everyone, and in their Twitter, they have said, as a result, anyone who was supposed to play that, they are going to get an exclusive gift to all Digital Deluxe owners, and they're going to have more details soon. I guess that's
Okay.
something.
So, yeah, I mean, okay, soon TM. I mean, everyone knows that's never gonna happen, kind of a thing.
EBD.
Yeah, but then not only that, it's like, okay, for everyone else who wants to download it through Sony, there, like, what's going on there? Is it still like, are they able
No,
to
they fixed
download
it.
it? They fixed it
Yeah, they
already?
fixed it. They
Okay.
fixed it. But
Oh,
basically, they missed an entire 1 day of the 2 day exclusive time limit.
okay.
Like,
I mean, now that Sony has fixed the download issue, it's like, okay, that's good, I guess, but it's
yeah, but again,
still kind of like you couldn't have run this through like a very brief testing first? I mean, I know that they've got a dev side, hey, download this kind of a thing.
Yeah. But live servers are different. So if something gets copied incorrectly or entered incorrectly, that's clearly what happened.
True.
So it
Yeah.
was probably in the dev environment, and then they went to go paste it over, and it wasn't as easy as just one to one, which is kind of stupid and annoying. But the worst part is with your digital deluxe bundle, you get 48 hours. Well, that was time. You can't refund time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you had 2 days. You had 2 days, and now that's it.
Yep.
Like, well, now you have one. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. My imagining is it'll be like, because not only that, it's a single player campaign. So what's it gonna be? A skin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. Like if I had to guess.
More than
Um,
likely it would be.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, to sit there, even if they were already planning a DLC, to sit there and not necessarily give them the DLC, but to give them like a little bit off.
A
That's also
discount.
then assuming that they want to get the DLC.
Right. Right. That's like
So
giving somebody a coupon.
yeah,
Like, oh, good, a chore, and I don't even use this fucking detergent brand, or maybe I didn't even need it. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
My assumption is that it's probably going to be a skin, and that it's probably going to be something that was already done, because there's no way that they're going to be like, oh shit, quick, whip up something new. You know what I'm saying? They're probably just going to take something that they had planned out to be on sale, and they're going to go, all right, well, here's your free thing. You know? Um,
yeah, yeah. I
I
can
mean,
definitely see
I guess
that.
free is free, I guess.
True,
As Dragon likes to say, free is free.
that is very true.
Mm-hmm.
And free is also a fabulous four-letter F word.
It totally is. Still not as good as fuck. All right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm done.
Alrighty. Um, Path of Exile, a Diablo-like game. Many have been put off of it because it has a immensely huge and terrifying skill tree.
Skill tree.
Well, that's just the normal one you see throughout the entire game. There's also one after that in Endgame, which for a while was, I'll be honest, because I've gotten to that point, very confusing. Well, the new expansion or new season or expansion, I forget which, launched this past week. And it changed this weird map that had a whole smattering of, I think it had a total of about 16 or so smaller skill trees. And it totally redid that and combined it all into just one gigantic skill tree. So
Oh,
the game now has two gigantic skill trees, one that's accessible as you're leveling, and
mm,
then one that is literally just end game.
locked.
Here you're grinding for because you like the feeling of blood coming out of your eyes grinding.
Huh.
So it's like cool. It's more straightforward as where you go,
Sure.
but it's an immensely giant skill tree that is still very intimidating.
Yeah, I looked into that and I was thinking, oh, I like Diablo, maybe I'll like this. And then I saw the skill tree and was like, ugh. And then I was thinking to myself, well, this could be fun to explore. And then I read like somewhere, I don't even remember where the fuck it was. Maybe it was Reddit. Somebody, actually a bunch of people were like, yeah, dude, don't go into this game like thinking you can just kind of wing it, because you're not. Like, look up a bunch of builds, see something that you like, and then go for that. And I was like, ah, man, that like really, honest to God, turned me off.
Hmm,
Um,
okay.
because I don't like copying people. Um,
Yeah.
it's a bad habit, like frankly. But unless it's like Smite and it or a MOBA, where or even shit Valorant, has a current meta, like of what's good
Mm-hmm.
versus what's shit. Um, unless it's something like that, I don't want to have to do that. Like this is a single player game ostensibly, both co-op, PvE.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to copy somebody else's build. That feels fucking corny as shit to me. I want to learn myself. I want to fuck around with it. Like, I don't know. I looked at it and was like, nah,
Mm, okay, yeah, understandable.
not for everybody. I've seen your streams though. All you do is spin the entire time.
For
It
that
like
one
I've
that one character, yeah, I know,
yeah, for that
I
one
know.
character. Good God, I watched that stream for like 40 minutes. And was like, all right, I gotta get out of here. It's just literally spinning the win the entire time. I was like, oh, God damn it. Like, but again, I'm not built for those kind of games, right? Like, that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not like one of those looty grindery people. And like, especially like seeing that, I was like, so basically you're just pushing two buttons and then moving the mouse. That's it. That is the entire of this gameplay. No, thank you. There's a million and one ways I could use my time that would be more effective than this.
Mhm.
Yeah, but mm,
But I
sorry.
found it interesting at the very least that they've heard their player base's complaints as far as, hey, this other end game skill tree is difficult to kind of navigate and like that. So they revamped it and condensed it. They've also heard the player base's complaints that there's loot so like you walk anywhere and you just are knee deep in
Everywhere.
loot, kind of a
Yeah.
thing. So they're kind of going through the game right now and trying to figure out how do they de-loot uh everything to have it kind of be at least more pertinent loot that you would normally look for.
Yeah.
So, which is
Well, because
nice.
that is annoying. Even in fucking Diablo, like you get halfway through the game and they're just dropping trash. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, this is like, and then you get back to town and you're like, ah, now I gotta go fucking clean my inventory out of all this garbage that I've collected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. And worse than that, like I feel like games like this and Borderlands and shit, they should have like a system in the UI that goes and highlights something if it's like significantly better than a piece of gear you're wearing currently. It should be like, hey, take a look at me.
Right, right. Definitely. I do agree with that. Path of Exile actually has something kind of like that built into the game to where you can like go to certain websites that have worked with developers to make this, tell it, okay, if it's a certain quality at least of a magic item, then highlight it in this color. Don't show items that are of lower quality. If it's
Oh, like a
currency,
plugin?
yeah, basically a loot filter is what it
Huh,
is.
okay. But
And
that's obnoxious that you have to go to another fucking, you have to get a plugin for that, you know?
well, I mean,
Like,
it's built into the game. There are a couple that are in the game by default, which do work to an extent. But if you want to highly specialize your own loot filter, then you have to like you can specialize colors that of things that drop, sound effects of things that drop. So it's like
that's
okay,
cool.
whatever.
See, but
So
that's cool though. It's just a bunch
oh
of
yeah,
sliders, you know? Um,
effectively yeah.
Yeah, and like honestly, and again, this is just designer brain Alex talking. Um, I feel like that should be in a game where you are knee deep in loot.
Yeah.
That should be in the fucking design doc.
Mhm.
Like they should know that that's going to happen. How didn't a tester go, dude? Too much garbage. Like no way to filter garbage.
Well,
That's how I would have written the bug.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I would have written it.
Very true. Very true.
Um, well, that's cool. So wow, this one goes back. I have got an old school story that we could talk about.
Mm.
Do you remember let's call it 6 months ago or something? We talked about how Nintendo, of course, was suing a company for hacks and what's the other word for that? Hacking and basically modding Nintendo Switches. Um, well, that guy is now going to jail, and he's going to face his court date. Because I don't know if you know, it takes a long time. So normally, yeah. So the team behind it was called Team Executor, Xecuter. and the guy's name was Bowser. Actually, it was his last name. Um, so the way that the public the prosecuting attorney is taking it as he is the public face of that company and is described as a criminal enterprise that for almost a decade flaunted vulnerabilities found in video game consoles and undermined the integrity of those systems for video game users' experiences. They also cited that in their estimation, the team, Bowser's team, the losses exceed $65 million. Which is right. Like I was like, was it really 65? But the prosecutor has now offered up his suggestion for how much time to give him. They're thinking about giving him 5 years for this. Yeah. Dude.
Okay.
Even if you're in minimum, you're still going to prison, not jail. Yeah. So, as a guy who's been to jail a bunch of times, jail's no problem. Jail's no big deal. Like, you can just pretty much be quiet and no problem. Prison, very, very different environment. They want him to go to 5 years. Even if you go to a minimum security prison, 5 years prison time? What are you in for? Shot up a gas station. What are you in for? Raped somebody. What are you in for? I hacked Nintendo. Bull, 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 bull. Like, dude, good lord. Yeah. Also, he is facing a federal fine of $4.5 million. Holy shitskis, bruv. So what do you think of that? You think that's a smidge on the excessive side?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, because I remember looking at the article and it's like, oh dear God, what the hell? Of course, I mean, keep in mind this is also Nintendo, a company which, when it comes to people using their music, sound effects, whatever, they don't enforce it evenly.
Right.
They'll slap the ever-loving shit out of the little guys, but then you got pro NBA players who have the like secret sound effect from when you found from Legend of Zelda when you found a secret. Have that play every single fucking time he scores.
Right.
Where the fuck are you now, Nintendo?
Yeah. I mean, literally, wasn't it last week they were talking about that dude who had to shut down his fucking YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was last week. He had 1,300 claims against him. And
he had to shut his channel down.
Yep, he shut down his channel, and he even showed Nintendo, I'm not making money off this. Right. I am not trying to make money off this. I'm just trying to preserve music and catalog it.
Yeah.
And Nintendo was still like, nope, fuck you.
Well, Nintendo didn't come to his house and go, hey, 5 years in jail for you either. To be fair, It is a little different, right? Like, modding and hacking certainly is a different issue. I still think 5 years is rough. Dude, 5 years is 2. I could agree with 2. Like, if I would, like, now again, the trial hasn't started yet, right? So this is just what the preliminaries are. But oof, man, being on the hook for fucking 5 years and $4.5 million. One or the other would fuck you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, a $4.5 million fucking debt would ostensibly ruin you too. Sure. Like, how about just that? Or just the 5 years and a $0 debt? Like, good God. Like, I feel like they're going to hire goons in his prison to beat the shit out of him wearing Mario costumes.
Especially, no, it'd be Wario.
Right. With the bar of soap and a sock, and they're just beating the shit out
But I mean,
God, yeah.
you look at all the other consoles that everybody else has modded, and it's like,
Right.
come on.
To be fair, again, let's have the rest of this conversation. It was Switches. It wasn't like an old school console. It was a currently being produced console. Like if it was Wii's or something, you know, be like, oh, okay, nobody cares. We're not even producing them anymore. I'm sure they still would care, but man, I just fucking goddamn, that is rough. Like,
Well, okay.
and the fact that his name is Bowser, like you couldn't give him a little bit of a break.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
It's in my nature.
yeah. Looking at it from that side, that okay, it is the quote unquote latest generation console. Well, back in the Xbox 360 days, I modded mine. My friend who taught me how to mod mine helped me mod mine, and he modded like at least another 20 or so of the 360s. His roommate knew how to mod PS4 or whatever the PlayStation was at that era, PS3, I believe. Yeah. So he modded, he did his mod, he did my friend's mod for his PS3, and did countless others. So it's not like it's, oh, hey, the Switch is special, we need to like treat it with kid gloves and it be extra fragile with. And it's like, no, it's a fucking console just like all the other consoles were at that time.
Yeah, I think this feels like they're like, especially with the wording, because that was kind of why I wanted to make sure I got it like exactly correct. Public face criminal enterprise, like flaunted vulnerabilities found. Like it almost feels like this guy is gonna go up as like a martyr case. Like, don't fucking do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here's a guy rotting in jail for 5 years and gonna be in debt to the tune of $4.5 million. Don't fucking do this. Which I do get, right? Like you don't, but at the same time, this is like the problem. Oh man, this is gonna side tangent slightly. There's a big motion in Congress right now for the right to repair. Do you know what that is?
Oh, good Lord, yes.
Okay. So for anybody who doesn't know, Apple, Microsoft is also guilty of it. Basically, you're not, even though you've bought their product, they don't want you to try to fix it yourself or have somebody like a smaller mom and pop place fix it. And if you do, you'll void your warranty. So there's this huge movement right now in Congress, actually, at this point, called Right to Repair, and basically saying it's bullshit that voids what you're doing is holding people hostage who already purchased your product. And even though all this other bullshit is going on, apparently fucking Biden gives a shit. I don't know why. It's weird. Like, do some other things, man. But regardless, so there's this big argument because seriously, I have given you my money to purchase your product. At what point does it fucking become mine?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't even open my Xbox without even voiding the warranty, what if I just want to clean it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know? So I don't know. It's really interesting shit to me. And again, it's one of those things you should keep your eye on, you know? Because it affects all of us. And I'm hoping this goes through because it would be nice to fucking not have all this bullshit. Because I don't know if you ever opened up a 360. Actually, you just said you had.
Yeah.
You know how there's all those clips on the inside? Basically, once those are broken, they would be like, nope, you voided your warranty.
Yep.
So yeah, like that's the kind of thing that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that anti-tamper tape that they put on there, that doesn't do for shit. There's so many ways past that.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. Fucking poor guy.
Yeah. It says he accepted a 10 mil fine. Oh. He's pretty much done.
Yeah.
He said he only made about $320K from the sales of hack switches.
And they're charging him 10 mil. Sure, that seems fair.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's only over 300%.
Right. Right. Ooh.
Good lord.
Yeah.
No, not 300%. Higher than that even.
Yeah. I love watching you do
Fuck, I'm
math.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, just stop.
I'm
We're
like
good.
switching
Move on.
things back and forth in my head, and it's like, no, something's wrong. Calculator
Um,
in my head broke. Sorry.
all right. So why don't you go?
Hmm. Sorry about that.
Good.
Another kind of a game announcement. Factorio, a
Mhm.
very popular sandbox game, very much in the same vein as Minecraft, except done from a kind of god perspective. They're getting they're coming out with an expansion, and the devs have sat there and said, hey, it is being delayed a little bit because the simple fact of we feel that we want the game to not, or the expansion to not just be, hey, here's a little sliver. No, we want it to be as big as the core game.
Yeah.
So with how big the core game is right now, it's like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't see if they were going to charge for that, if it was going to be free.
They are going to charge for it. I
Good.
do remember
That,
seeing that.
honest to God, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Because there is no way that you should work that hard and then just
And just give it away.
to give it away for free.
Right.
Like, no. Everyone who wants to play that should pay for it.
The interesting part is they're planning the price point to be at $30. Again,
the
same as the core game, which
right.
means
That's fine.
if you like the core game and you bought that for $30, you can get this for another $30, and you've now spent the same as a AAA title, and I can pretty much guarantee you're gonna get at least 3 times as much playtime in this.
Yeah.
So, damn.
That's pretty great.
Thing.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Because I like that game. I really wish there was a way that they could figure out controller support, because I've even thought about it before. I'm like, man, I could probably make controller support for that. But I like Factorio. I think the game's fun. And giving those guys another $30, fine, whatever.
It'd be interesting as far as controller support. Yeah, it could be doable.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably, honestly, with the player base already, I wouldn't doubt that there's a mod out there.
There is
to adapt in controller support. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked. But the one that I found didn't look very good. So I was like, fuck
okay.
it.
The one thing
maybe with this expansion they would add that. That'd be great.
Yeah. The one thing I do want to ask though, because if I remember correctly, you tried Factorio a long time ago before you really started looking at keyboard and mouse gaming on a PC.
Yeah.
If you were to try it again, keyboard and mouse,
I probably would just do that.
Okay. Because I'm not saying, PC players are master. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just kind of curious because it's a thing of, now that you've tried PC gaming, would that be the control scheme you would go with? So.
Yeah, I pretty much over the last, let's call it, year and a half, maybe a little bit more. About a year. I have pretty much fully adapted to keyboard and mouse, and it's fine. Like, I don't think it's better or worse. I think it's fine. It's just a control scheme, right?
Yeah.
Some people like PlayStation controllers. Some people like Xbox controllers. Some people like keyboard and mouse. So I would probably use keyboard and mouse at this point, because I'm just like now adapted to it. Like, whatever.
I mean, hell,
fuck. It might be weird if I went back to a controller now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, oh.
Depending on the game, yeah, I can totally understand that. Because, like, Dark Souls, people have done that on, dear God, pick a thing, and people have played it on that. As
a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So the fact that you can effectively just remap controls in that game to whatever, and
literally a Guitar Hero Guitaro, and like, you know,
I was gonna say literally a real guitar.
Right.
So, although that's a little bit more difficult because you have to constantly keep putting it in tune.
Yeah.
because that was the thing that Lobos Jr. ran into, is like he had to keep putting it back in tune so that it would actually pick up the actions, and it's like, ooh.
I feel like I feel like honestly the whole like PC Master Race thing is like such a weird thing, and it does exist. It
Yeah.
is true.
Mhm.
I just don't give a shit. Like none of these companies care about you.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're living and dying on Sony having exclusives or, Microsoft. It's like, dude, what controller feels best for you?
Mhm.
Whatever that is, that's what you should play. Like, and if you want to play on PC and you like a fucking PlayStation controller, there's fucking a dongle you can
Mhm.
just plug in and then you can use that.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so anyways. Is it me or you? Oh, it's
Uh,
me.
yes.
So actually, this is a nice little segue. Good job. Um, since Factorio, we were talking about how they're getting this double-sized expansion.
Mhm.
It has been confirmed by Rockstar now. They are currently working on the newest version. So the newest version. Oh, you okay? Uh, okay. So Grand Theft Auto 6 has been confirmed.
Mhm.
It is in development. Um, How long is that going to take? Ooh. In the presser that they said it is significantly more ambitious. Now, again, that's pretty ambiguous, right? Like, so
Mhm.
what? Does that mean space? Does that mean what you can do inside of it? I'm hoping the latter, right? Because as much as I love all the Grand Theft Auto games, still feels like a bunch of cardboard boxes at the end of the day,
Mhm.
right? Like you can't go into every building. You can go into some buildings. You can
Key
do
mission
some.
things. Yeah.
Right, right. Um, so I don't know. That's cool. I'm excited for it. I love the series.
Mm. The other thing, as far as it's going to be much more ambitious, is could it just be referring to graphically? Have it look
I
just
hope not.
yeah? Well, companies have sat there and said, "Hey, this is going to be so much better," and they've
Yeah.
released the game, and it's like, this is smaller map, it's less gameplay, it looks pretty, but if that's what you blew your budget on,
Off
wasted money.
Anthem cough.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think for me, um, the problem the series has had, I think pretty much. Now again, this is just my opinion, but that's what we're here for. Um, since 4 and 5, like they lost how much fun sandboxes are supposed to be,
Mhm.
and I don't. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird that a sandbox game where you can do anything. You can pick up hookers. You can fucking go jogging. You can go to the gym and work out. Like, go to the gym and work out. Stop fucking doing it in the games, people. Anyways, um, anyways,
Or
for
depending
me,
on which version you play, get a blowjob.
right? Sure. Like, yeah, go ahead. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, wrap it up, boys, and or girls.
Yep.
Um, I think the thing that annoys me about those kind of sandbox games is that once you get into missions, it's basically just getting dragged by the nose. All right, now go here. Now open this door. Now go through there. Now drive a car from here to here. All right, now, like, why isn't there more open ended decisions in the missions? Because a sandbox is supposed to be fun. That's one of the reasons why,
Mhm.
honestly, like, as much as I like Grand Theft Auto, I think Saints Row is a better series because it understands that it's fun.
Just horsing
Fun,
around doing shit. Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
fun is fun. Like make your missions ridiculous. Drive a fucking tiger down the street. That's literally a mission in Grand Theft Auto or in fucking 3 in Saints Row 3. Like I think that like somewhere in the line they like went towards, and the reason I cited 4 is because that's when it took a significant like grittier turn, right? Like, 2 Vice City was like, hey, kind of a Miami vibe. Cool. It all fit. It was a nice theme. Good stuff. Still some fun, like, hilarious costumes and shit. Cool.
Yeah.
3 comes out. San Andreas is where it kind of started leaning a little bit more towards the like gritty seriousness of like Batman gritty. But it still had tons of fun goobery missions, you know, like where you just go with the boys and go hang out and get high and drive around.
Yeah.
Um, and then 4 comes along, and Nico Bellic is like the most boring ex-military knob in the universe. Again, I love that game, but I think the Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost DLCs were more fun than the base game. Yeah, that's just me. Like Bruce was cool, I guess. Like, but I am now delving way too deep into a game that's like 20 years old.
Hey, that's what we can do though. Is the fun thing because it's all video game related. So why not?
Sure. My like, I don't know. For me, I hope that they bring some fun back, bring some more life, because I honestly like. Yeah, Trevor's kind of funny, but he's just like a sociopath, and like that really didn't land for me. Michael is just like, I don't know, upper management basically guy. He's got no personality. I don't even remember the name of the black cat, which is that's telling. I don't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, you had 3 main protagonists, and I remember 2. And
Yeah.
really, like 1, because the only reason I remember Michael is because he was a boring spod, and that's just who you started the game with, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that this has a little bit more fun with it. You know, give me a fucking mission where I spray shit on the outside of buildings like Saints Row. You know, like
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, yeah, I totally get what you're saying as far as they've lost their way as far as just fun for the sake of fun. It would be nice to see that in, obviously. The other point you made would be the simple fact of it's all cardboard boxes.
Right.
Aside from the strategic, oh, hey, go take whatever here or whatever there.
Ammunition.
Yeah. It's like they're all just cardboard boxes. They're set pieces. And it's like, yay, I'm running around an empty town doing nothing other than.
That's right. And I'm not saying that like we need. I am kind of saying that too. Um, the worlds always feel very empty, and I
Mhm.
get like the more sprawling you get, like it would make sense to me if we were in the north of the GTA 5 map that there's not as many people. But when you're even downtown, there's like 4 fucking cars visible at any one time, even if you're spinning the camera. There's like 6 dudes walking on the street. Like, man, you want to give me more ambitious, make that part look like New York fucking City or something. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, like hell, like make the cops pull me over when I run a red light. Like I know that doesn't sound like fun, but like it's not fun when you're allowed to be an asshole all the time with no repercussions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the star system, no offense, kind of sucks. I don't know why this has completely gone into the let's talk about Grand Theft Auto podcast, but
Hey,
like
whatever.
I don't know. It just feels like some of these mechanics are still hanging around because they were Grand Theft Auto mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Like the big star system. Why
Yeah.
is that there? It's 2022. Like that shouldn't even be on screen. The mini map, no offense. Like um I don't even think that's really necessary. It'd almost be cooler if you just literally had to like go places and be like, if you want to give me the little line to like show me, fine. But like, do I need a HUD like showing me every street corner? No. Do I have that in real life? I mean, I guess Google. God.
Right. Actually, that's kind of the thing I was just gonna say. Maybe when like get rid of the mini map when you're just walking around or on a
Right.
bicycle. But when you're driving, have like a little GPS thing or a phone
Or your phone. Yeah.
UI. Just
Yeah.
because at that point it's like, okay, now it kind of makes sense to have
Right.
that. But when I'm
Right.
walking
Not just a big
around
circle.
on foot, it's like, why the fuck do I have like this little HUD icon showing me the
Yeah.
goddamn
I don't have
road?
Google. I don't have fucking Google glasses on.
Yeah,
Like this is
exactly.
ridiculous.
Exactly.
And the star system literally makes no sense. That feels like, you know, a live system in a fucking Mario game. It's like, why are we doing this still? You know, I
Yeah.
frankly, I like I think the Sonic system was better in that regard. like where you get hit, you lose your rings. Okay, pick up ring, good to go. Keep going. Get hit with 0 rings, done. It just needs some innovation.
Yeah.
Is my point.
Yeah, because that's honestly been in the system since the first one, if I remember correctly.
Right. Right.
And I mean, yes, usually when a company gets a franchise that's gone on this long, it's like, oh, hey, there's certain things we will not change, and it's like, there may be
But
things on
why?
that list of you will not change you may want to actually change.
Right. Right.
So
And I'm
yeah,
not saying innovate to innovate for innovation's sake. I'm saying innovate to update the franchise to make it more, and they moved to the phone system. I think that was 4, where they first started using like
yeah,
the UI as your phone,
hmm,
which I like.
yeah,
I think that's makes total sense to me.
yeah.
But I don't know. There's just it needs an injection. So I'm hoping that this new one, and yeah. All right, we're done talking about this. Move
Hopefully,
on.
it breathes new life into the genre or into
Yeah,
the
and
thing.
it would be nice if the fucking shooting mechanics didn't suck anus, because that comes up. I mean, literally a
Yeah,
third of your game is still combat. So, man, could you please clean that up a little
true,
bit,
very
and
true.
not like you did in the fucking definitive edition, you shitlords.
Ugh. What with the cum rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good.
All right, go for it.
Hmm. Alrighty. Another sort of announcement. Risk of Rain 2. It is getting a Survivors of the Void DLC, which is going to be releasing on March 1st. For those of you who aren't aware, Risk of Rain is effectively a third-person arena shooter, survival kind of game. You basically go to a planet and you pick one of X number of heroes, fight through wave after wave of stuff, eventually find a gate to advance to the next level, keep progressing till you reach a fork, which is either go to the final boss arena or just loop back to the very beginning. Um, Honestly, it's a very fun game. The survivor that they're adding in is the railgunner. So that's going to be interesting for the simple fact of they're giving a person a sniper rifle with like ability to shoot through targets. So as like the primary weapon. So that's going to be interesting cuz I don't believe anybody else has that.
Right, like a gun with penetration.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it'll be fun.
All right. Uh,
Like we said, it's a slow week, guys.
yeah. Hold back your applause, please.
Yeah.
So speaking of slow week, but I'd like to mention it because I actually kind of found this a little crazy. The Switch has now surpassed the Wii in sales.
Yep.
Damn, dude. Holy shit, man. The Wii printed money for them for that entire generation.
Oh yeah.
Because, you could put it in an old folks' home and there you go. There's your bowling, grandma. Fucking, and the countless shovelware ass fucking titles. But you gotta say, holy fuck. I waited in line 13 hours to get mine on launch day. And I'm not even a huge fucking Nintendo fanboy, but I waited in the fucking cold in upstate New York outside of a Walmart for 13 hours drinking whiskey. By the way, by the end of that, the people around us did not love us. Let's just put it that way.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, people around us were not pleased with us by the end.
Hmm.
But that's crazy, man. Like, I knew the Switch was absolutely banging it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, worldwide,
Oh
not
yeah.
just, either East or West. But man, that is crazy. I wonder also, because I didn't, in the article, they said that they counted Switch Lights and Switches total.
Okay.
I
Just
wonder
like
if
a
that even
percentage
matters.
breakdown kind of a thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Hey, buddy. Um, I wonder if that honestly even mattered. Like, but because like the Switch Lite is like a cool idea, And if you basically want a handheld that's good, bammo, you know.
Yeah.
But I already own a normal Switch, and I want to be able to play on my TV. But I'm sure that they probably still made a pretty. But I would have liked to see the numbers there. Yeah, like how many of these? But
The thing I'm kind of curious of is how many people, I would say, bought multiple of the original Switches.
Mhm.
How many people bought a original Switch and a Switch Lite? And also, how many people bought a Switch and then bought an OLED Switch?
That's interesting, actually. Yeah, that's actually interesting.
Because, I mean, yes, the OLED Switch did have a couple of nice quality of life things. And
Sure.
by a couple, I mean, like, literally, like,
2.
2, 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, I don't see the worth of getting the OLED Switch. I really don't.
No. Frankly, I think that like the Switch is already just a nice piece of hardware. The Lite, um, if you, I can see it this way, right? If you were, a gamer who likes your physical mediums, right? So you buy all your games as physical games, not downloads. Um, Picking up a Switch Lite if you worked in a more metropolitan area, that would make sense to me. Why the hell not, right? Like fucking you get on the fucking train and all you got to do is slap your little cartridge boy in there and you're like, boom, I'm going to play this all the way to work. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
you could keep your progress and shit. Like, yeah, I could see that. Um Me personally, I work from like my car and home, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But I think that overall the hardware is so nice that I don't know. Like I don't see myself upgrading at any time, probably in this entire generation.
Right. The one flaw I will say with the Switch Lite, that they should have seen this in advance and done something to kind of redesign it a little to
Mhm.
be able to actually dock it in the Switch's dock.
Yes, that would have been nice. My assumption is that they're because they were squishing everything that just parts didn't line up properly if they did it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Um,
Because I mean, as of right now, as far as I can recall, the Switch Lite physically does not fit
no.
in the dock for the Switch, and it's like they really should have done something to even if they kept the screen size the same, but like extended it of the Switch Lite screen size the same, but extended it out so you could dock it. I think you would have gotten a lot more people that way.
I think it's just not for like it's just not for that, right? It's basically legitimately a really nice Game Boy.
Yeah,
You know what
it
I'm
is.
saying? That's really what it is.
It is.
So my assumption is that like I mean cuz you have to charge it by plugging it in like you plug in your phone.
Yeah.
Um so again, if you were like just like everyone at the end of the night, like plug your phone in, like kind of a thing. I assume that if you took your Switch Lite to, for the train travel or the bus or whatever, you'd probably have it on that same routine. Plug in phone, plug in Switch Lite. Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
But
Or if you don't plug in your phone, you wind up with a dead phone like mine was yesterday.
yeah, that is bad. That's bad news bears. I still think that's pretty impressive. Nintendo, man, every other generation, they really fucking nail it. So I can't wait to see whatever fucking pile of dog shit they drag out in this fucking next generation. It's gonna be bad. We know it.
Yeah,
Like it's like the Star Trek movies. Every other one, dude. Every other one is gonna be fucking terrible. But I like that reliability because then I can just go, I don't know, yeah, it's fine. I don't need it because they always have good games, right? Like at the end of the day, the games are always going to be good, but it's how many of those games that are good that really drag me personally in, right? I wasn't suckered in by that fucking Wii U bollocks. Fuck that thing. We did a video for Smarter Than AI when the Wii U launched over at my buddy Paul and Jake's house, and we all played it. and then we did like not confessionals, but like individual people's impressions, first impressions.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only person. I rewatched it actually a couple of weeks ago. I was the only person that was like, I don't like this thing. It is a piece of trash, and I do not think that it's gonna go anywhere. Everyone else is like, yeah, dude. Like, I think that if they make some good games for this is gonna be really cool. I was the only one who like, I don't. No, this is a piece of shit. Like, fuck this thing. Like, my usual fucking Alex Quinos fucking. Oh, I'm just gonna say exactly what I feel. Yeah,
It's not always a bad thing, though.
it's not.
Matter of fact, it can be quite a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, change it. You have a Switch, Animal Crossing Switch for the wife,
Ooh,
and
nice.
and a Switch Lite for the kids. See,
Nice. See, that
so,
makes sense. That
yeah.
to me, totally tracks.
Yeah,
That 100% tracks.
Yeah.
And since memory is so cheap nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
like you just throw a fucking flash card in there and you're like, go at it. Like, Dunskies.
Yep.
Yeah, that totally tracks.
Yep.
And those things are kind of cheap. The OLEDs, I would have to be like put at gunpoint to purchase one of those. Like,
Yeah.
there is no way that I'm like, yeah. But all right. Anyways, you go.
Okay. Well, this one we started last week. Sony, they bought Bungie for like 3.7 billion, I believe it was.
No, 6 point something.
Whatever.
It was cheap. It was cheap.
Yeah. Cheap
I like that we're talking
compared to
about
the week before.
billions of dollars. Yeah, we're like, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I got that sitting around.
3.6 actually, because I pulled up the
3.6.
article.
Okay.
But now Sony decides, hey, we like everybody there working there, so we're gonna spend another 1.2 billion with a B to keep you guys working there and keep you happy. So effectively, you just spent a little under $5 billion to buy a company.
Doesn't this feel like, because I saw this too, doesn't this feel like, I know you don't have this thing, but my parents got divorced when I was younger. This feels like when your mom meets a new guy and he shows up and he's like, hey, sport, hey, take a 20 and go do something cool. Like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like why you bought the company? You know what you wanted to do? Like, I don't know, like promote good people or whatever, but like to like make this such a like a public affair. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels a little sus to be like, come on, everybody, we love you. Like, stick around.
Yep.
Like, and not that, like, it kind of comes off like you're bribing them. Like,
pretty much.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's exactly that.
get out of the fair, Tiger.
Yeah. Definitely sus, and definitely, why are you bribing us to stay here?
And like make it so public facing. That's like the other thing that like really gets me. It's like, why are we talking about this? That should just be something you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like being like, I am giving this gentleman who is homeless my coat because I, Alex Aquino, am a good man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing that clearly for the accolades, not for the fucking act of kindness that it should be. Or just the thing that's right to do. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That just seems weird to me.
That or Blue sitting here saying, we fucking hate you, but our public image needs a boost. So here you go.
Right. And legitimately, like, I get that. Like, I do. Like, but it seriously feels like bribing people. Like, maybe things weren't great at Bungie, so they were like, now that we're here, Big Daddy Sony's here, everybody chill out, we're gonna give you guys some money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just for some reason it just comes off a little skewed to me.
Yeah.
That could be just...
Go ahead.
But I was just gonna say that could just be my inner cynic, you know?
Oh, and that is very found as proven that yes, it could be very true. The one thing I've also found is that Sony and Bungie are sitting here saying, oh, well, Sony's going to still continue doing Destiny 2, and it's not going to be taken off of PC or anything like that. I guarantee you they're going to start releasing a lot of PlayStation exclusives, though, in the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, I guarantee.
it's going to be a thing of they're going to save all the best stuff and have it be PlayStation exclusive for, like, I almost
6
want to
months.
say they're. Well, I was gonna say they're probably gonna do year-long exclusives because that's what they originally started with the first
Yeah.
Destiny. They were year-long exclusives, so I can
The
see them
thing
going
is,
back to
like,
that.
and we talked about this, what was it, last week when this got announced, or the week before last?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Sorry, there's a hair on my hat and it's driving me absolutely insane. So I feel like this is a weird, like, because we talked about it we talked about it already, but it just feels like one of those things where I'm like, oh no. Again, not a Destiny guy, haven't been literally at all, like, the entire time, but oh no, my stuff might be held hostage. I don't fucking give a shit. Like, you have one property at this point.
Mhm.
Bungie, after they left Microsoft, the only thing they have made has been fucking Destiny.
Mhm.
So if you don't care about Destiny, this is a fucking who gives a shit of the highest order.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, who fucking cares? Like, whoopity doo.
Yep.
And I certainly fall in that camp where I was like, man, cool, I guess. Like that Jeremy Clarkson. Oh no. Anyways, like,
Yep. Yep.
Is it me?
Yes, it is.
Got a quick one. Suicide Squad, made by Rocksteady.
Okay.
Made in the process of being made by Rocksteady, the guys who made Batman
Mhm.
trilogy. Not the Origins one, because that was actually Vancouver. That was WB Vancouver.
Okay.
Delayed all the way till 2023. That is a huge delay jump. That is a monstrous fucking, like, holy shit. I kind of they haven't even showed gameplay yet. They just keep showing fucking trailers. It looks cool, I guess. Oh, actually, I guess they did show a little bit of gameplay in the most recent one. It looks kind of cool, you know, like, fucking, I like the Suicide Squad. I think the people they chose, Captain Cold, fucking Shark, fucking, or no, yeah, I know it is Shark Guy. Um, you know, Harley, of course, I love Harley. Like, cool. I like, but because this property is so like I don't know. Like, did you watch the latest preview?
No.
Okay, see, this is how fucking rabid the fucking fan base is for a fucking Suicide Squad game.
Oh yeah, I know.
But a year long fucking, it was supposed to come out this year. Like, I want to say it was supposed to be like March. And fucking they were like, nope, hard pass, a full fucking year. So something has got to be monstrously wrong with that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because it looks good, the visuals look nice. But to be fair, I did watch the game trailer and, like, instantly kind of started thinking of that Guardians of the Galaxy game that Square did recently. Yeah, and I went, how long is that gonna entertain me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Batman was a very focused experience, right?
Mhm.
With two very wildly different, like, angles, if you want to talk about it, right? So there's basically the stealth side of things, and then the combat once you're in open combat. And that was the juxtaposition that really made it good, you know, like, you get into a fight, okay, now you enter a new room, you're fucking Batman. You're like on the fucking tops, you're looking at all the dudes, you know. There was a very clear theme there. Whenever you do a team up game, what the fuck? Like, you can't concentrate on anything, right?
Yeah.
It's
Because
just gonna be
most likely
punching you.
every different character in the team has different playstyles.
That's what I would hope.
Yeah, or at least would hope. Yeah.
Right, because all I can think of, like when I watched that fucking trailer, was like, okay, so Captain Cold is basically going to stand at a distance, and he's going to do X, Y, Y, and he's just going to have a combo of boomerangs. Or I'm sorry, Captain Boomerang. I don't know why I said Captain Cold. Well, actually, you can see that. And fucking, Sharko is going to be up close. XXY is just his punch combo. How fucking long is that going to take to bore the fucking tits off me? Not very long, pro tip.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The question I have though, realistically, is at what point in reality, I guess, would things have to get so fucking bad that your good idea is don't call the Justice League, but go to your maximum security prison that, like, people can't move kind of security, free the worst of the worst out of there, and say, okay, you guys team up, save the world.
So the premise of this one is that the Justice League are all mind controlled. So you actually have to fight the Justice League.
Okay.
Cool premise. See, that's cool. Like, that sounds fun to me. Like, they showed the Flash like fight. Look cool. Like, sounds good. I'm cool with that. If that was your whole game, was just like boss fight to boss fight to boss, like literally from the fucking Atom all the way up to Superman, dude, that could be amazing. My problem is that getting from A to B, B being the fucking fighting the Justice League, is just going to be hordes of fighting and punching robots, and then going through the next bombastic set piece that you've let up until I punch more robots until I finally get the fucking, Superman.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, I don't know. I see it kind of in that vein. I feel bad too because I really, really, really like Rocksteady. I think they're an awesome company, and I think that like everything that they've done has been quality. Like even going like into their early stuff. That's a good company. And here's the funny thing. So when Injustice came out, or Injustice 2 came out, Rocksteady, somebody at Rocksteady, I'm assuming probably the HR or PR guy had this, or whatever, whoever, they sent the NetherRealm studio a cake for congratulating them on their launch. And on the cake was actually the Superman logo. But those in the know knew that it wasn't actually the Superman logo. It was actually the Supergirl logo. And the instant I saw that, I was like, oh shit, is Rocksteady gonna do a fucking Supergirl game? That would be fucking badass. And now I got the fucking Suicide Squad. I'm like, I like the Suicide Squad, don't get me wrong, but man, that would have been way more interesting to have an entire game based around fucking maybe making a Superman game that would be fucking good and playable. Like, and Kara's an interesting character. I like Kara a lot. I like her and fucking Superboy more than I fucking like Clark. Fuck Kal-El. That dude's boring as fucking piss. Anyways, I don't know. That was very. I like that we're just filling this in with riffs today. This is just me going spazzing out about being able to talk about more stuff that I love.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, hey, it's always fun though.
Yeah, I have so many passions and I never get to talk about them.
True. The again, the question I have though, going to like in regards to Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, how many people escaped their planet from exploding and all landed here?
2. Well, no, actually, that's not true. So 5 plus a dog. Does that answer your question?
Shows how much I'm into comics, really. That would be not a lot.
Yeah. Well, There's a million one things that I'm into, and it's all fucking nerd related.
Nothing
I
wrong
wonder,
with that, man.
I wonder why I didn't become a fucking. I didn't get de-virginized until I was 17 and a half years old. Probably could have been some of this, Alex. I gotta take a slash. Go ahead and start the next one.
Alrighty.
I'll know exactly what we were talking about, so go ahead.
Well, you know what? It's that time. Let's start talking. No, not about NFTs, because that would just be stupid. No one likes the NFTs, trust me. It's time to bash on Blizzard. Woohoo! Here we go, guys. Basically, Activision Blizzard has come forward and denied Kaylee Renee, I believe, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name there. She is a big Call of Duty Warzone streamer on Twitch here. She probably does some stuff on YouTube and like that. She's very much into esports, specifically Call of Duty Warzone. And they have Activision Blizzard has stepped in and denied her a spot as a captain for her own team in a upcoming tournament because of over-sexualized posts on her social media. Now, Activision Blizzard, one, I don't think you have the moral high ground here to stand on. I really, really do not. But on top of that, considering how at one point in time, Raven Studios or development, let me see here. Is this the post? Yes, it is. At one point in time, Raven Software actually had a image of on their official Twitter of someone's butt cheek with the Raven Software logo tattooed on it. So, okay, Activision Blizzard. One, you don't have the moral high ground to deny someone to be a captain of her own team for an upcoming tournament over her having over-sexualized posts on her social media. You really don't have the high ground there.
Yeah.
The fact that you also, on one of your sub-studios, had someone's butt cheek with their logo tattooed on it as their official Twitter feed, like, image, that's kind of strike two. And going back to point one, we'll just add another, 30 strikes just because of the number of years.
Activision Blizzard.
Yeah. So
it's funny for them to be pointing fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel like you should be happy to have anyone playing your games at this point.
Well, I mean,
just putting it out there.
Yeah, they should. But on top of that, they were the ones that denied, and again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, Kylie Renee a spot of captaining her own Call of Duty Warzone team for an upcoming tournament. And it's like, you guys are such in the shit show right now. I would just be like, oh, you've got over-sexualized posts? I don't give a crap. Get away from us, kind of thing.
Like,
we don't
what
care.
Do they care
at
the end of the day? Like, you're this fucking moral upstanding fucking... You're not Wisdom Tree from the 80s, which, by the way, they fucking rebranded because they thought, oh, well, we could sell more copies because if we become a Christian... You know, dude, like, no. You're fucking Activision Blizzard. We already know that your whole thing is... Ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still in court about all this shit, and you're like, oh, butt cheeks. We hate butt cheeks. I'd be like, God damn it, dude. Like,
well see, that's the thing.
Lauding butt cheeks.
That's the thing, though, is nowhere in any of the articles I found did they mention what her over-sexualized posts were.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
The fuck? You're not gonna, at the very least point her in a direction of, oh, this is what you're talking about, and yet you've got posts of butt cheeks with your logo tattooed on them?
Just don't... Dude... That's a bad look, man. That is a bad
very
look.
Much so.
You should be the very last company who tries to get up on your fucking high horse. Like, you know, back it down a notch, Tiger.
Yeah. And as much as I hate to say, I betcha if it was a guy,
Oh yeah,
they would have been fine.
wouldn't
with
even
it.
be an issue.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even be an issue. It could be fucking tattooed along the side of his dick in a photo, and they'd be like, "Nice job. That vein is really coming together."
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like, they wouldn't give a
no.
fuck.
The tattoo that was on another member of the FaZe clan, because she's also a member of FaZe clan, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. So the
Then-
person who had
oh
the
my
tattoo
God.
of Raven Software on their butt cheek, that's a different member of FaZe clan. A
That's
guy,
even more
to be
ridiculous, then.
exact. I don't remember
That's
who.
that's even more. That's
Yeah.
even more ridiculous, then.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
that's fucking
Activision
ridiculous.
Blizzard at this point, you're so up shit's
Sure.
creek that you're trying to paddle up the waterfall of shit.
Yeah. With a paddle made of shit.
Yeah, in a shit canoe.
So, I have got two more. We are somehow actually doing this. Let's go with this one. So, this is fast and easy. The creators of Shovel Knight have announced a new game. Yes, color me intrigued. I love Shovel Knight. It's called Mina the Hollower, and it is a retro action adventure with kind of Zelda and Castlevania vibes.
The
It
funny
is.
part, you
Uh-huh.
said retro action adventure. First thing that popped in my head was Zelda and kind of like Metroidvania stuff.
Yep.
So nice.
Mina the Hollower is up on Kickstarter right now. Their first day, less than a first day, already got funded.
Oh yeah.
Already completely funded, which is great.
Mhm.
I'm surprised with the. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick side tangent here. With the success of Hollow Knight, do you have to go back to Kickstarter, bro?
Yeah, really.
What are you doing with the fucking mountains of money that you put that on every platform and it did gangbusters? Now, to be fair, tons of free DLC. They gave us
Mhm.
tons of free DLC.
Yes.
But were you hitting the cocaine bucket so hard that you need to go back to Kickstarter for this? I doubt that very much. Either that or you're fucking mismanaging your money badly.
Oof, yeah.
Kickstarter is supposed to be for fucking small indie fucking studios, not somebody who's already had a huge success. That being said, I am very excited to see their new title. Looks great. Mina, again, it's called Mina the Hollower. It is live on Kickstarter. There is also a video of some gameplay stuff. It's isometric, so it's like kind of like, you know, Zelda-y.
Interesting. Yeah.
Already shows towns, combat, and stuff. Again, this makes me go, why are we even here at Kickstarter if you already have this much of a game done? Just putting that out there, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, it looks cool. So if you're interested, if you like Shovel Knight, if you like Zelda, those guys do really great work. And guess what? It's pixelated. Oh, what a fucking shock. So yeah, I don't know. Looks cool.
Yeah. Blue. Rich people know how to get other people to spend money so that they can make money.
I mean, that's what business is, right? At the end of the day,
effectively.
you spend X dollars, you try to draw in Z number of piles of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I will definitely end up picking it up on invariably some platform because I just want to. I like those guys, and Hollow Knight Shovel Knight was really really good, and I did beat a bunch of those campaigns, and yeah,
I need to go back and play a lot of those because I played through it before I think the first DLC dropped.
Oh, you haven't played any of the DLCs?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, dude. You totally should, dude.
Yeah, especially considering how
good.
I saw a speed run of like I think the category was like all nights.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dear God, how much content is there?
A bunch.
Yeah.
A bunch.
So
and they're really fun. Shield Knight in particular was a really good one. Yeah, I'd say check it out.
yeah.
Sorry
Excuse
about
you.
that. Whew. Oh, man. Whew. Bless me. Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. Mina the
Okay.
Howler.
Cool. Alrighty.
So get off Kickstarter. Good God. We're announcing Shenmue 3's Kickstarter. It's like, what? Dude, what? You have Sony's money. What are you doing here? You
Yeah.
fucking assholes.
Yeah,
There might be
yeah.
some fucking new visionary who actually needs this money. Ugh.
Yep. Oh well.
Indie Alex. That was independent game company owning Alex Aquino right there.
Yep.
That guy's a little salty.
Meanwhile, one thing I probably bet Google was like, please don't remember this, just so we can quietly make it go away. Google is shutting down Stadia. You know that
Does anyone remember Stadia? It's hard to feel bad about dumpstering on like the biggest company in the entire world, right? But like, does anybody remember Stadia? Because they wasted billions of dollars on that piece of shit.
Oh yeah. The thing is though, they're not like literally just sitting here going okay, see, plug, it's dead. They're kind of looking at other companies to effectively make it a streaming platform. So they're looking at people like, hey, Peloton, you guys with that exclusive exercise equipment, yeah, come stream your shit on Stadia.
It's dude, frankly, isn't that a smart business decision? You have the technology already done, you paid for it. It's a very good decision to pivot, right? Like, because clearly that shit ain't working out, like Stadia ain't working out.
Yeah. The thing is though, if I remember correctly, Peloton, all their actual exercise equipment has the software, the app, all of that built in, so you can just stream it right there on the exercise bike, treadmill, whatever. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a Peloton exercise bike treadmill, oh wow, I have a phone or an iPad or a tablet of some sort. It can stream it now too. Because apparently Peloton, I believe, came out with an app that you have to buy the subscription for, but you can just stream right off that. And it's like, well, Google, yes, this may be a good idea, but I kind of feel it's a little late to the party.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I think that there's applications that we just haven't thought of yet, right?
True.
Like, because, and if you're like a smaller, like more startup company, probably the price, because at this point, Google's like, whatever, dude, $30. Yeah, we'll take it. Like, we don't give a shit. We'll hook you up. We'll pipeline you. We'll like all our shit. We don't give a fuck. So at least you're trying to recoup some of your losses.
Yeah.
And again, there probably is, because they even said that they were thinking about doing stuff for like demos, game demos. Okay. So that could be an interesting pipeline into Kickstarter, where you've got maybe a level or two. If Kickstarter and Google hook up, and then you could actually go and play it without downloading anything, and then be like, oh shit, yeah, no, this is kind of good and kind of interesting. I would like to support this product. That could be another, like, I think that there's just something that we're not thinking of yet. And it's fucking Google, man. Like, other than Stadia, they don't exactly miss, like opportunities. Like, they are fucking vacuum for money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're plugged into everything in the universe too, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, smart fridges use fucking Google. Mm-hmm. Like, so I don't know. Yep. That would be a funny speed run idea. Fucking get your fridge to stream a Stadia game and run a speed run from your fridge. That'd be a very novel idea.
Someone needs to get Doom running on some smart fridge now.
Oh, quick side note about that. I love that you brought this up because it wasn't enough to me to bring it as a topic last week. But I would like to talk about it now. Uh, so the world's tiniest and cheapest CPU, it is $15. Was launched, I don't know, like fucking a year ago, maybe. Basically what it is a keyboard on two sides and a screen in the middle. The first game that runs on it,
Doom.
yep.
Nice.
Of course, it has like nothing in it. Like it's got like basically less than your phone because it's $15 for this computer. It is $15, but it can run fucking Doom, baby. God damn, I love Doom. God damn.
Oh,
Alright,
jeez. Doom is
yeah.
literally going to be ported to everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Carmack, dude, literally Carmack and fucking Romero. It doesn't matter that like Romero got lambasted as a boob for fucking Daikatana. It doesn't even fucking matter because you still fucking made Doom, man. Like you literally basically yes, I know Wolfenstein was first, but like come on, man. Doom that like brought the masses to first person shooters. So
Oh,
good
yeah.
on you, bro.
Yep.
Your hair looks ridiculous. Was that me now?
Yes.
Okay. So Uh, in another another case of, oh, what the fuck was this guy thinking? Uh, a Guitar Hero player called Shmooey, uh, was widely believed to be the best Guitar Hero player in the world. Ends up putting out a video December 2021, and it was for a song called Nine Patterns of Eternal Pain, which sounds metal as fuck, by the way. I have no idea what that track is, but I'm actually going to look it up. Just because, okay, that's metal as fuck. Uploads this track, and people have watched his videos for a long time because he is widely regarded as the best Guitar Hero player of all time. And people started noticing some weird shit with his video. Basically, the first thing that people noticed was at the very end, towards the video, there was a Windows Media overlay. Okay, that's a little sus. Yeah, exactly. Okay, little sus. But after looking at it, it looked like if you play it on slowdown, that his hands weren't hitting the notes on the guitar at the same time. So, after people started going, hey, he tried to defend himself, as cheater fuckheads always do. And eventually, about a week ago, he confessed that a few of his videos were faked, but he maintained that the rest of them were legit. Way to die on this hill, bro. So, um, people were convinced. People were were not like, oh, okay, then maybe that was just, small couple of instances. No. So they now knew what to look for. So they went back through all of his uploads on YouTube, and nearly around 100 of them were faked. Oh,
Yep.
okay. The cheating techniques were varied. There was some from splicing footage. So you would try 2 times and you would basically cut them together as if it was one attempt. There was forcing the game to play at a slower speed and then speeding up the recording footage. Classic. Very nice. On the 15th of January, he posted an apology video, after which he deleted all of his videos and he's been taken off from all of these records, which again is a huge swath. Because seriously, he was not that, I mean, dude, Guitar Hero is fucking big.
Yeah.
The other thing that's a little shitty, he also over the years, claimed a few $1,000s from bounties that the community had placed on really, really advanced hard tracks. Somebody says, I will pay you $500 if anyone can beat this track. So, after he was exposed and he finally posted an apology video, he locked all of his social media accounts and disappeared from the community. He also did pay back some of the bounty money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at least that's something. But, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that article as well because it came out on like Wednesday of last week, so fortunate for us that it comes out the day after our show.
Yeah,
yay, so much fun there. Oh well. But as far as my thoughts on this, absolute shitty of him to, especially shitty of him to take the money and like claim it. Nice that he was able to give at least some of it back. Sure. I guess it really just comes down to, unfortunately, the moderators of the various Guitar Hero games and like that, when accepting these world record runs, they need to be looked at
vigilant
carefully and not just be like, oh, yep, boop, approved.
I watched it once. Yep.
So
the thing that's crazy is Shmooey also, it's not that he's bad at the game. He's fucking apparently he shreds.
Yeah.
There is a video that a guy did, it's like 27 minutes long, about the breakdown of the story, and then he goes into the actual details of it. It's actually pretty interesting.
Yep.
But the guy Shmooey had gone to live events for Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and played on stage with people, proving that he actually can play Guitar Hero quite well. But you fucking ruined your reputation by being a fucking shitlord.
Yep.
Fucking crazy, man. Like, I wonder if it was the money from the YouTube videos or just a desire to, like, I don't know, like a pride thing, or like a want to be the best, and like, but if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wonder where his thought process went.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Honestly, I would have to say his success kind of forced him to go after the money. Because it was a thing of, obviously, like you said, obviously he does have talent at playing the Guitar Hero games. The fact that, and this is where part of the rules as to what's allowed for a run and what's not is a little hard to fully digest, because they have categories of full runs where it's like you play the full song, and then they have categories where it's like, okay, you segmented the song for each part of it and then stitch them all together, and that's a whole nother category that can be accepted as well.
Right.
So I think it's a thing of his success in the game pushed him to a point where it's like, okay, I've gotten so good, but I don't have enough of the records I want So then came in some of the cheating, and then he possibly heard about these bounties, and then it's like, oh, well, let's just grab those too, kind of thing.
Sure.
That's my opinion as far as what, like, caused what kind of a thing. Whether if that's what happened or not, I don't know. The only one who can really answer that is Shmooey himself.
Right.
So-
Like, it's just so interesting. Like, because there had to be a tipping point, right?
Yeah, there definitely had to
Like,
be.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Cheaters, man. It's weird.
sucks.
Yep.
Definitely.
All right. I'm officially out of stories.
Okay. I really don't want to follow up that one with another, hey, this is another shitlord person story, so I'm not going to go with that one.
Okay.
But I am going to mention this other one. Star Citizen. A game that apparently has been in development. It's apparently doing
the game that never ends.
Yeah, it's going with the Duke Nukem forever philosophy as far as like development cycles.
Yeah.
It's been in development for over 9 years now. While in development, its crowdfunding has raised $434 million.
Yep.
It is still not released, by the way.
Nope.
The devs have come forward and said, okay, here somewhere over here that I'm pointing at completely off screen so you guys can't see is our definitive roadmap. Maybe, possibly. It may be over here though too. Or up here. Like, they came forward and literally made the roadmap to the player base more vague.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you guys have been working on this for pretty much a decade now. You've raised basically $500 million to develop it.
Right.
You've promised the world and back.
Yep.
And
that was the real problem.
Yeah. Especially considering the simple fact of, like, when I first heard about it, people that I was working with were like, hey, you should play this game. You should get into it. And I'm like, okay, what is it? And it's like, well, flight sim, you buy your ship and you fly around, you do all sorts of stuff. I'm like, buy your ship, like as in game money? Or no, like real money. You buy your ship. And I'm like, what if my ship blows up? You buy another one.
It's Eve.
Yeah, so I keep dumping real money into it and hope I get better.
After they've already gotten $400 million.
Yeah. It's like, no. I'm never putting a dime in that game.
This has been this is depending on the final product. Here's the lurch, right? So you've been in development for this long. At this point, all you can do is disappoint.
Yes.
It does not matter.
Mm-hmm.
You could come out with a game that comes with a fucking blowjob machine, and that blowjob machine wouldn't be as good as what people were expecting.
Yep.
I've seen tons of screenshots. I've seen moving stuff, but you're trying to now. You've been working on this you've gone through an entire generation of console. There has to be, this is a Romero problem where you have already fucking said this game's going to be everything you've ever wanted. Everything you've ever wanted. Don't worry about it. It's going to be the best. I'm going to make you my institutional cellmate. That was my way to try to not say rape. There's no way you can make anybody happy with this. Like, you are screwed. So this announcement just sounds like smoke bomb, and they're like,
yeah,
they just start legging it. Like, they're just trying to keep getting paid at this point. Is what I'm thinking.
I'm kind of like to expand on your smoke bomb analogy there as far as what this is. I'm kind of thinking now it's like smoke bomb, and oh look, the company's disappeared. Ignore the giant building behind me, though.
Right. I mean, legitimately, this will go down. If this goes sideways, like Mighty Number 9 sideways,
oh, good.
This will go down as the newest and biggest Kickstarter failure of all time.
Oh yeah,
Like
easily.
and the trajectory that we are on and have been on for 5+ years. I was thinking this 4 years in. Now again, I have made video games, even independent games, even working in big company. So I have been in this industry for a long fucking time.
Mhm.
4 years in, I was like, oh,
You better
this
start
is
giving
not
forking
coming
stuff
out,
over.
or
Yeah.
yep. Like, so my imagining is that your money, if you kickstarted this, is gone. You
Mhm.
should kiss that shit goodbye. And if you think you're gonna get a good game at the end of this, good luck.
Nope.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ridiculous because you're trying to hit a moving target.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, very much so.
Feel bad for the people who really, really want this magical game, though, you know, and still fucking threw $400 million. Come on, man.
So many more games can be made off of that.
Dude! Like, legitimately, I made fucking Kingpin Royale for about $8,500. It's out on Steam. My game has been out on Steam since 2017. I made it for $8,500. I made it for half of the price fucking Clerks was made for. And mine's interactive. Like, it's not a movie. Like, you know, the fact that you get $400 million and you can't fucking do it, holy shit. Get fucked. Like, ugh.
Yep.
Wow, Indie Alex has come out twice tonight. That's actually very rare. Maybe you see him once a week, but twice. Ooh,
Yeah.
that dude is salty.
You'd buy that game, change it? Okay. I would say let me know what it's like when it comes out. I have a feeling I won't be around anymore when it finally releases.
I'll be long dead.
So I'm thinking it'll probably be at least another 40 plus years. Just saying.
Put it on my Xbox XX360 X40. Just put it on top of my grave. Let me know.
So you're gonna play it on the triple Xbox?
Yeah. Yes.
The triple Xbox 420?
Yeah. Just play 69. Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, moving on. We have already hit 2 hours, so we get one more.
Alrighty.
Also, we did it. See?
Yeah.
Just from bullshit.
Well, okay, let me put it this way. The only two that I have left, if we want to, like, get into, like, the unbelievable part of Dying Light 2 versus reality, which can kind of get a little political, so I'm kind of like, no.
Yeah.
Or we can talk about the shitlord that I wanted to avoid.
Yeah, let's do the shitlord.
Okay.
I don't want to talk. I already know what you're talking about. It's the vaccination one. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about that one either because it's a little political and it's like, no,
it's
let's
personal fucking preference. Like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. So big name in the early days of Twitch was Ice Poseidon. He used to stream on Twitch until 2017. He had, prior to that, numerous, and when I say numerous, I'm talking numerous times per year, bans and suspensions and things like that from Twitch. The final one that got him kicked off the platform for good was one in 2017 when he was traveling. He was literally in the airport at his gate and announced what gate number it was, where he was going to, and where he was coming from on stream. At which point he got the plane swatted. Just to give a little bit of background to this shitlord.
Also, I will say that video was super funny though, because he was like, "I'm at gate 513." I mean, like, what does it matter, right? What can you guys do about it? Like, he antagonized his audience.
Yep.
What a fucking surprise, moron.
Yeah.
All right, good.
But on top of that, as far as since then he has now started streaming on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. You now have a problem. Because apparently,
like, any viewers are good.
Yeah. Because apparently now, he did the genius brain thing of what the one guy from FaZe Clan did back about 6-7 months ago, which we also reported on. And made a crypto coin, got people to buy in to the tune of totaling about, I want to say six to $800,000 is what people
Yeah.
wanted buying into about.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, he decided, twink, pulled the rug out from under everybody. He made off with roughly somewhere between $300,000 and $500,000. He has then he has publicly been caught by numerous people now. Interviewed by a couple of people who investigate this kind of thing on YouTube, and he has since sat there and said, no, it wasn't a scam. People need to watch their money more. It's not my responsibility that I got money from them. It's their responsibility. And it's like, you're the criminal here, so what the fuck? On top of that, he has been asked, well, seeing how you have all the records and you can see who gave you money, are you going to give any of it back? And he said, nope.
So it's interesting too, because I actually watched the reporter guy that you're talking about. He on YouTube.
Yep.
I've watched quite a few of his things. That guy is very good and he's very thorough.
Oh yes.
But the interesting thing was, at first, he Ice Poseidon was trying to be open and forward facing. So he sent him his crypto wallet. Mm-hmm. He sent his crypto wallet is where you keep all your crypto money. It's basically a PIN number, and it's like, I don't know, 10 digits long or something. So he sends him this to this basically YouTube reporter. And the YouTube reporter got back to him and was like, hey, so this wasn't your account. This was someone else's account. Was there a mistake? And he was like,
yep.
Like, he was basically like in DMs, like kind of trying to figure out a way to like say, oh, it's just an honest mistake. Which is kind of exactly how I just pantomimed it. Like, oh, that's crazy. What a weird random happenstance. Like, no, motherfucker, you're a liar. So, because he did that, the dude went even deeper and was like, fuck it, then I'm going to figure this out. Then the Ice Poseidon, like a fucking moron, went onto this dude's stream with him, and that dude does not fucking pull punches. Oh, no. He was like, so basically what you're telling me is you got about $500,000 in there, and then $400,000 ends up missing, and you have no idea what happened. And he's like, well, no, I mean, see, like, there's still liquidity in it. There's still, and he's like, yeah, $30,000. He's like, there's $30,000 left in it. Yep. Literally, this is fucking simple numbers, dude. Mm-hmm. There was fucking $430,000, and now there's $30,000. So you stole this money. And he was like, I don't think that people understand money or cryptocurrency as much. And he was like, I do. So explain it to me. And he was like, I have got to go and smoke bomb. and then he put out this fucking this like twit longer explaining with just jargon. It was literally just jargon. Like, people understand how cryptocurrency, blah, 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 all these fucking buzzwords and bullshit. So like a dumb normal person might be befuddled and go, well, I guess he's got it covered. But the reporter was like, so as a guy who knows what's going on, I'm just going to read what this actually means, point for point. I am keeping your money. I am keeping your money.
I'm keeping your money.
I am keeping your money.
Yeah, exactly. The best part I found was when he gave a reason as to why some of the money was pulled out. Well, the crypto markets are crashing, so I had to pull the money out. And
it's a safety issue.
Yeah, totally. Safety issue. And he's like, okay, well, you have the money. what are you doing? Like, are you giving it back to the people? Are you reinvesting it somewhere? What are you doing with it? Oh, I'm reinvesting it. Okay, where? Into crypto, like Ethereum. But you just said the crypto markets are crashing. So in other words, I got your money. I'm keeping it. Fuck off.
Yeah, that was very funny. And if you're even like remotely interested, just you go to YouTube and do Ice Poseidon scandal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it is like
yeah.
if you want to see like a perfect example of how crypto can go bad and how many times this has happened, this is like the perfect example of that.
Yep.
And my God, I because again, I'm a loser. I was actually literally laughing at like how shit this dude was and his responses, and how blatantly he was basically like, "Welp, you know, money, right?"
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Money, right? How do you even have fans at this point? I don't even understand.
Who knows? The thing that I
dude.
don't the thing I legitimately don't understand is, yes, he was big name Twitch streamer / YouTuber, whatever. So
Sure.
he's got some money from that. He
Sure.
walks away from this scandal with, we'll ballpark it on the high side and say $500,000.
Sure.
Everybody knows his handle, Ice Poseidon. Everyone knows
Right.
him. They also know him by his real name, his real first name and real last name. He has nowhere to run on social media. He can't go anywhere, is the thing.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing about cryptocurrency, right? Cryptocurrency, the thing that we all know and love about it is that there's no regulations.
True.
There's no jurisdiction. It doesn't fucking matter. Ostensibly, this exists in a parallel universe.
Uh-huh.
And if you're good at it and you understand it thoroughly, you can completely fleece morons who are like, I do hate my job at McDonald's. I would like to make this $100 into $1 million, and somebody's going to go, I can make that happen. Don't worry about it. And the entire time for them, they're like, whatever. I can totally steal this money with absolutely no repercussions.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And that's just what keeps happening over and over and over again.
Yep.
Like, fucking baffling, man.
Yep.
I can't believe this dude. And the crazy part is, he's still got a following. Yeah. He's still got people who watch him.
He's even basically sat there and said, because of this now, this $500,000, this $500,000, he's set for life. And it's like,
he literally
$500,000 all of a sudden makes you set for life.
He also literally on stream, he says it's a joke. But before he actually set this up, he said live on stream, I saw it. He put it in the video.
Mm-hmm.
He went, dude, as soon as it hits X value, fuck yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like, I'm just gonna steal your money. Like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna be set. I'm out. Like, and then that's exactly what happened. He was like, oh no, it was totally a joke. It's like, dude, clearly that wasn't a joke, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
God damn, so funny, man. Like, oh god damn it. I weirdly kind of love this shit though, because we get to talk about it and be like, what the fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me, people? Like, God damn. I guess.
But yeah,
cool story, bro.
Yeah. I still find it a little funny that it's like, okay, yes, again, he has money from Twitch and YouTube prior.
Sure.
The $500,000 now, he says he's set for life, but it's like, I want to say he's like 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So he's right. Like low 30s, I think, for age.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there saying he's set for life, and it's like, I don't think you really know how money works the way you think it works.
Well, I mean, clearly he does, because he can just fucking walk away from fucking taking $400,000 and being like,
he knows how crypto may work, but not real money is the thing.
Sure.
Because crypto money, it's just, I found $1 million out of my ass.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Anything else?
Not unless we want to go into the forbidden topic.
No.
Okay, good. Because I really don't want to go into the forbidden topic.
And it's 11:15.
Yeah, that too.
I'm gonna watch some fucking Attack on Titan and go to bed.
Sounds good. I'm
It
probably
does.
just gonna go to bed.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then go say goodbye. Hey, goodbye, Rich's stream.
Bye, Alex's stream.
And thank you guys again for joining us. As per the usual, this was fun as hell.
Yes, very much fun. Always fun to kick back, relax, talk video games, and have a beer. And my husband saying goodbye too.
Yes, I know. I love him. Big bear ass man. All right. I'll meet you in a second.
Yep. Alrighty though, guys. Thank you all for being here tonight. I had a lot of fun. Change it. Nice seeing you again, by the way. Blue, Savage, Fizzy, Zane, Felicity, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun too. I know I don't do as much interaction on Tuesday nights as the rest of the week, but I'm also doing more discussion with Alex and trying to pull your guys' comments in when I can. Just a quick recap. Tomorrow no stream because I have plans. Sunday no stream because again I have plans. However, I will be back on Friday night. I'm probably maybe gonna do some speedrunning. I don't know. But Friday and Saturday I will be back doing some streaming and look forward to seeing you guys then. Till then though,